What are the dates of statutes in the state of California? The general rule is that the effective date is January 1 following the year in which the bill was enacted, except those measures that take immediate effect, including urgency, bills calling an election, bills providing a tax levy, and bills providing for basically the budget and budget trailer bills. The general rule for effective dates of statutes is found in our state constitution in Article 4, Section 9C. And 9C1 provides that, except as provided in paragraphs 2 and 3, a statute enacted at a regular session shall go into effect on January 1, next following a 90-day period from the date of enactment of the statute, and a statute enacted at a special session shall go into effect on the 91st day after adjournment of the special session at which that bill was passed. Now, subdivision C2 provides that a statute, other than a statute establishing or changing boundaries of any legislative, congressional, or other election district, enacted by a bill passed by the legislature on or before the date the legislature adjourns for a joint recess to reconvene in the second calendar year of the biennium of the legislative session, and in the possession of the governor after that date, shall go into effect on January 1, next following the enactment date of the statute, unless before January 1, a copy of a referendum petition affecting the statute is submitted to the Attorney General pursuant to subdivision D of Section 10 of Article 2, in which event the statute shall go into effect on the 91st day after the enactment date, unless the petition has been presented to the Secretary of State. And then subdivision C are those four bills: statutes calling elections, statutes providing for tax levies, statutes providing for appropriations for the usual current expenses of the state, and urgency statutes shall go into effect immediately upon their enactment. Now, Chapter 6 of the California Government Code also discusses the operation of statutes as well as resolutions. And again, the general rule concerning effective dates is found in Section 9600 Subdivision A, and it provides that a statute enacted at a regular session shall go into effect on January 1, next following a 90-day period from the date of enactment of the statute, and a statute enacted at a special session shall go into effect on the 91st day after adjournment of the special session. The exceptions to this general rule are found in Section 9600B of the Government Code, which of course we know from the Constitution are statutes calling elections, statutes providing for tax levies, statutes providing for appropriations for the usual current expenses of the state, and urgency statutes, and because they go into effect immediately upon their enactment. I also want you to be aware of Government Code Section 17580. It says that no bill, except a bill containing an urgency clause that was introduced or amended on or after January 1, 1989, that mandates a new program or a higher level of service requiring reimbursement of local agencies or school districts, shall become operative until the July 1 following the date of which the bill takes effect, unless that bill specifically makes the section inapplicable or contains an appropriation for the reimbursement or a specification that reimbursement is being made to Section 17610. You should also be aware of the rules regarding initiatives and referenda, which are found in Article 2, Section 10 of the state constitution in dealing with statutes, and then in Article 18, Section 4, dealing with constitutional amendments or revisions. Now, under these provisions of the state constitution, a non-urgency bill, for example, passed in September 2017, won't take effect until January 1 of 2018. A non-urgency measure, however, that's enacted in the second year of a two-year session would go into effect on January 1 following a 90-day period from the date of enactment. Now, as I've mentioned, by contrast, statutes enacted at a special session have to await 90 days after adjournment. In other words, a statute that's been enacted in a special session takes effect on the 91st day after the adjournment of the special session. These delays in the effective dates of statutes enacted at regular and special sessions provide a 90-day interval between their enactment and the effective date of the statute in order to permit the presentation of a referendum petition that would request the voters to cast a vote on the whole statute or a part of it.